What's up, guys? NBA Talk, June 27, 2018, Wednesday basketball for you. Got a few things to talk about, which I'm going to put out in videos, which includes the LA Lakers situation right now, is because it's getting some headlines right now in the sports news and stuff like that. I never got the chance to talk about the MVP, which is James Harden. Congratulations to him for the 2018 MVP for this year, well, previous year of 2017/2018 season. A lot of controversy about that. LeBron James, a lot of people are saying LeBron James deserved that he got robbed, stuff like that. He's the best player every year. So how to put this down? Like, first of all, I think it's way overdue, because I think James Harden has been going after this MVP for the last couple of years the hardest. He's been going at the hardest to get that MVP. Like, Stephen Curry done snatched it like a couple times from him. I'm trying to remember. Like, it's been like since 2015 he's been going after the MVP. Like, even last year, Russell Westbrook got the MVP because triple doubles, like averaging a triple double. James Harden definitely had a very great season that time too last year, and now you're in the same similar situation where LeBron James had a better stat wise, like more points, more assists, more rebounds. Percentage wise, in terms of overall, they tied up 3-point wise, like 37% from the three. LeBron James played more games. He played all 82 games. Everybody's looking at the stats. That you're the best player on the team, and of course for James Harden defense, what is brought up is pretty much the wins. Obviously, because there's a big gap between them. James Harden leading the Houston Rockets to like a 60+ win season, which is a franchise high. Not even Akeem Olajuwon brought that high in his prime and all that. I will. There's arguments on both sides for sure that is very, very concrete. I will still give it to James Harden. I think he definitely elevates that team very, very much in terms of his passing, the way how he has transformed himself, not just being a shooter inside and out, but also being a point guard type of player who could get other people involved. And of course, Chris Paul, with his addition, created a whole new layer for the Houston Rockets in terms of defense. They were the top 10 in defense. It was incredible for Chris Paul to do, and they could have had a chance to win that series against the Warriors. I would definitely give it up to James Harden just for the sake of this guy has been fighting for that MVP for so long. LeBron James does not need that MVP. It's not going to validate his career now. Having another MVP is not going to do anything much. Winning championships is going to be the one that validates him. He needs to be focusing on that, not no MVP. Even though there's a very good case of LeBron James winning that MVP, and a lot of people are looking towards that, I'll still give it to James Harden for the sake of just to give him that. And with that, the former three of the Oklahoma City Thunder, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, the big three from those years ago that went to the NBA Finals in 2012, went up against LeBron James. LeBron James won his first championship. I think from since then, that 2012 finals really changed the course of the NBA, for sure. Like, it ended up changing a lot. Like, James Harden ended up going to Houston, and a couple years later, Kevin Durant going to Golden State. Russell Westbrook by himself, averaging triple doubles. That 2012 finals really changed the course of the Oklahoma City Thunder, because they were looking to be absolutely great, and then they ran into LeBron James, and the Oklahoma City Thunder has never really recovered from that high point. Even Serge Ibaka, if you could count him, he bounced from place to place. Oklahoma City Thunder hasn't been the same since. Maybe you could say it because they went to the conference finals in that situation with a 3-1 situation with Kevin Durant and all that. But things have changed a lot, like since from that 2012 finals. James Harden finally become one of the big three to win the MVP. Russell Westbrook from last year, this year James Harden. So the trio is complete. It's tough. I don't know if he's going to win another MVP again, but it's a good thing that he got it while he had a chance. So that's just my case. It's like sympathetic for me, a little bit like he got his team to win games. Like the team was better offensively for the last couple of years, even before Mike D'Antoni. They were better offensively when James Harden was in there. So the offense was there. It's just that Mike D'Antoni took it to a whole new level. And a lot of people would credit Mike D'Antoni for how they play, how great the Houston Rockets is. And of course Chris Paul coming in, how great the defense is. You can't take away what James Harden has done. He is one of the top players in the world, and people have been debating on what his place is in the world. He's definitely a top 10 player because his offense is just fantastic. He's probably the best ISO player in the world. The way he could get inside the paint and shoot the ball outside, get to the free throw line like nobody else. He's constantly at the free throw line. He just does a lot, and he has been averaging a good number of points, like 29 points each season, and for the last 2 seasons he's been averaging 30, and no one says anything about that. He could have won that last year. He could have won that in 2015 multiple times. Like, he has been on an MVP caliber season always. I say ever since he left Oklahoma City Thunder. That's just me just saying about it, just being sympathetic to James Harden, because I feel like it's overdue. Even though LeBron James does have stamp in it, and I know there's Anthony Davis in there, he has been the top big guy for this season. For this last season, he's been the top guy on the offensive end and the defensive end. It's just that LeBron James and James Harden had a bigger impact. Of course, they had better talent. You know, they had better talent on their side. LeBron James and James Harden and Anthony Davis didn't have much. But it is what it is, man. So that's it. Just a quick ramble, even though it's like 86 minutes in. So peace.